This is Sims, and we are back with more Dairoku in Sammy's route. I forget exactly where we are because it's been a couple days since I played, so I forgot. Anyway, it's pretty standard if I don't record over weekends. Even if I recorded yesterday, I wouldn't remember. Anyway, I don't know who staff member is, so you sure you're okay to go alone? You've got a lot to do. I'm okay. Thanks for helping me so far. I know you've been busy. I thanked the general affairs staff that was helping me with event prep and turned to face my stack of boxes. Now, how am I going to carry all this? I have to take some of these all the way to the Field of Autumn Leaves. The mighty... Daidarabachi? Daidarabachi? Onyudo? Onyudo. Okay, well, those. Daidarabachi and Onyudo. Okay, we're setting up the venue while the Tsukumogami decorated, so I decided this was the least I could do. You're just throwing all the words at me today, game. Jesus. It looks like I'll have to make a few trips. I think I can handle 2 boxes at a time. Okay. Then, just as I picked up the cardboard box... Wait, is that true? Definitely. I heard it straight from the first. I can't believe Sakuratani's so unstable because Tokitsugu Seimi cursed it. Wasn't Seimi? It was his family. But, I guess they blame him. What? And he never leaves his office lately. Doesn't he ever go home? I guess it happens to the big dogs. He probably gets himself caught up in spells we can't even think of. Oh, I can totally see that. That guy's always too happy, too. Who knows what he hides behind that smile? Sadness because people talk about him behind his back like this? Those 2 are from another squad. I've seen them around, but I don't really know them. My first instinct to say I don't really know them was right, not I don't really know them. I don't really know them! Actually sounds like how I talk sometimes, so it makes sense. They don't seem to notice me. I put the boxes on the floor, looked their way, and made myself heard with a greeting. Hello! Oh, hey! I looked as familiar to them as they did to me. They also realized I was from Seimi's squad, making things awkward. What is this? Do they resent Seimi? It's so funny. They're like, hey! You're like making things awkward. For them. Because she was just like, sup, bitches? Did you want to talk about my superior and man of my dreams? To my face? I want to punch in it? Punch you right in yours? Face, that is? See, that's why the no, not really no. Makes sense. People do get jealous of him sometimes, and he gets called a workaholic who climbed his way to the top with his family name. Of course they get jealous of him. Have you seen him? He's beautiful. And sure, maybe he does work a lot, but his success wasn't handed to him. As an Ayakashi Mori, I knew this, but it's unbelievable such rumors would spread. I remember their faces. If this continues, I'll have to consult with Chief Tokiwa. Do it anyway! I was thinking of what to say, but I just felt bad about it all. They think Seimi's cursing Sakuratani? What kind of stupid talk is that? Ew. He appeared out of nowhere. I couldn't help but scream. Maybe he's a ghost. Are we sure he's real? I want to go to the chief and be like, you see him, right? And chief's like, yeah. And you're Yakumo, okay. I was just starting to think maybe it's a figment of my imagination because anytime I think about him, the man just like, poof, there he is. Like, huh. He's like skulking around. He knows people are talking about him. And then he's like, you are going to defend me. I can tell by the look on your face. Also, you read my mind, which is weird. Tell me you can't read minds. Bullshit. Anyway. Seimi! I thought you were on patrol. I asked Okuro to handle my rounds today. I thought I could help out with the event prep. Then without warning, Seimi pinched and pulled both of my cheeks. What? Her shock is our shock. What? I never would have imagined I'd be in such a childish situation as a full-grown adult. Clearly confused, I looked to Seimi to see what he was thinking. Yep, I like your face more than this. Oh, I like your face more like this. I'm like, more than what? Wait. I like your face more like this. What? He said it with such warmth and kindness in his eyes. Look, I know we're getting to the point. Are we in chapter 6 or we're encroaching on chapter 6? Anyway, there's only like 8 chapters unless Sammy's is longer. I didn't check. But like, so like we're getting down to the end. But like, also, and you know we're romancing the man, but still he does this and you're like, wait, what? Wait, what is happening? I know we're supposed to be romancing you and I should expect this, but yet at the same time, very unexpected. Huh? Oh, are you taking all this to the venue? That's a lot of stuff. Before I knew it, he let go of my cheeks, finally allowing me to talk normally. What are you doing to me? And what do you mean you like that face more? Serious isn't a good look on you. Excuse me? All I'm saying is that it might make me feel better if you let loose. If you want to make me feel better, that is. I love him so much. You're like, it's kind of manipulative, but true. Alright. Hey, carry this for me. Yeah, to the field autumn leaves. While I stood there, Sammy had made his Shikigami carry the boxes. Oh, Sammy, I know you're busy. I can handle this on my own. Don't. Physical labor is a simple job. This isn't something you should be doing. Not the least. You should ask Koya to help you. Koya's like a foot tall. If that, he's small. He's small. I assume he's small. I don't know, you know. I couldn't ask Koya to do this. He helps me too much as it is, and I owe him for fighting for me. Plus, I feel bad about saying he looked really cute like this keychain, and he's still mad about it. I do not look like that. Grumbles as he stalks off. Well, alright then. I guess you just have to let me help you, huh? So, what are you gonna do? Will you help me feel better with a smile? Or would you rather not? Oh, where do I even begin trying to understand this? Sammy's jokes are a lot different today, and I don't know what to do about it. Same. Like, where did you come from? Like, Sammy's been here the whole time, and yet it's still like, where did I, what? I love you, you crazy bastard. Besides, I don't understand why you're trying to get me to make you feel better. Really? Whenever I see you acting all positive and working hard, tells me the world isn't all a bad place. Is that supposed to be a compliment? You sound like my uncle. You're hard to please. You're insanely serious, kind, and clumsy. Those are all admirable traits to have. I've never really thought people would think clumsy was admirable, but sure. Serious and kind, sure, but like, you're clumsy! I like that in a person. Okay, sure. Why are you in a daze? Aren't we going to the venue? We are. I feel like we're all on the same, but like, did I take a crazy poo? Did I get drunk before we started? Like, what is happening? Sammy, I love you, but what is happening? God. I can't tell if he's complimenting me or not. I can't grasp him at all. You bet you can. Just reach out and grasp him. Just try it. Maybe I'm making this up, but today I feel like he's lifting me up. Because he's like, I know what people say about me, and you're upset about it. Doesn't bother me. Fuck them. I carried a lot. Yes. yes, you did. Good work. Oh, Spacey, I have to set up the stage for the contest next, right? Oh, yes. You heard the lady. Get on it. Leave it to me. Now we're at the Field of Autumn Leaves. Not only did Sammy Shikigami carry the equipment, but Sammy offered to start setting up everything, leaving me with very little to do myself. Hey, I feel bad now. I planned this event, you know. You did a lot of the work ahead of time. Now, it's just time to see if it'll be a success come tomorrow. Hey, I wanted to talk to you. We could use the time we saved to do that. What did you want to talk about? I was wondering how the planning went for you. There must have been a lot of things you could have asked me or Tadashi about that you did yourself. Oh, well... I feel pathetic about it. Imagine having a boss who can't even help their workers. Sammy tried to smile at me, but all I could see in his face were looks of a bitter feeling. So he's been worried about it. It's okay. I took it upon myself to figure out what I needed to do, so... I knew it. Yeah, but It really was because I wanted to find my own solution, but I couldn't.
About the Mitsuchi, right? So, they're not gonna participate.
Right, but I guess there's always a chance that a miracle will make it happen. I smiled bitterly back at Sammy, and then somehow they're going to participate because Sammy fixes everything for us. Oh, it's kind of cute. The whole time I've been preparing for the event, I've been wanting the Mitsuchi to join us, and I was waiting for a chance to invite them, but in the end it didn't work out, so here we are.
I'm sorry about that. I put a lot of pressure on you. That said, there are going to be a lot of cases where you'll have to resolve a lot of problems at the same time, so don't feel too bad.
You can just apologize, you know? Just say sorry, and I'll say it's okay. If you don't, I don't know what to say to you.
Is that right? How do you want me to say it?
I know Tokitaka's favor is for the 6, but it's basically a request. Don't get too involved. That.
What else?
I have nothing else. I mean, but tell me if there's anything else I can. Honestly, part of me feels relieved. Somehow this conversation just and I'm like, wait, where did this come from? What? Is it just me? Where all of a sudden you're like, did I black out from it? Because like we're talking about something and all of a sudden we're here and you're like, the flow doesn't seem very natural. I do really like this game, but I do think because it's so short that they just kind of like they pop really fast transition and where you're like, wait, what? We went from great for understand. We're in a boy. This isn't even like trying to do math where you're talking about purple dishwashers and monkeys wearing hats and how many pancakes can a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood. And you're like, what? It's not even that. You're like, one side's doing math and the other one's over here doing fucking like painting, like in an art class. I was going to say like science, but math and science kind of go together. But like, I mean, I guess technically math and art, well, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You're like, wait, what? How did we get here? Maybe it's just me, because, like, you just, for, like, a split second, you're not paying attention as you're reading, and then you're like, wait, what? Other games, you're like, yeah, okay, no, the natural flow of conversation. This one just feels very, like, huh? Maybe it's me? I don't know. Anyway.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, sometimes you're fucking confusing. I've run out of ideas, so even if you didn't put me on this mission, I'm sure there wasn't anything I could have done with the Mitsuchi. See, but then we went to the... I thought we were talking about his brother, and now we're back on Mitsuchi, and I'm very confused.
It's okay. This won't be our last event. You've just started. You'll use these experiences in the future. As your senior, I can guarantee that.
Oh, Sammy. Here I was, once again, not realizing I was putting too much pressure on myself. Let's hug it out, Sammy.
You kept trying to convince us of something, and we're saying I'll do my best over and over. But, you know, we all knew that already. No need to rush. Atsuya, Tadashi, and me too. We're all here for you. We've got your back. This is a safe place for you. You can let loose.
He really is very kindly supportive, isn't he? He may like to tease us and be a little bit of a dick, but he's kind of a sweetheart. Just like that. Oh, just like that one time we drank. Once again, Sammy had made my heart feel lighter than air. I'm glad they did bring that part back, because that's the part you skip through. You know, if you're not reading the whole entire common round again, and I kind of forgot that that happened. So it's nice that they bring that flashback up. You know, like in some games, they're like... they flash back to like a line you just read 32 times, and you're like, I get it. This one was a while ago, so that's a good use of flashback. I'm just saying.
But I guess this is the guarantee of a boss and a senior who hasn't been doing his best.
Nonsense. Thank you. I appreciate that. I wonder why Sammy's advice always works on me so well. This alone feels like a spell, though I'm sure that it's not. I'm sure it's not.
Here you go. You like coffee, right? Oh, I was having a second one too much. How about this?
Just another indication that he looks out for me. Not just me, but also Tokitaka, Yakumo, and all the other Ayakashi Mori. It's why Sammy's so good at his job. Oh, Remembering those rumors about Sammy from earlier just irritates me.
What's wrong? Didn't I just tell you that being serious isn't a very good look for you?
Oh, I just love that because she's like, those rumors, and I'm like, she's probably making an angry face, and Sammy's gonna be like, the fuck is wrong with you now? What are you thinking? Your thoughts are all over your face. You're mad. I could see Sammy's hand approaching me, and I rushed to dodge it. I don't want him to grab my face again. What do? Let him grab your goddamn face. Nothing's wrong. I was just thinking I can do better.
Oh, well, no. Don't do that. Try harder to not try harder.
What?
Next time, get the Ayakashi more involved. You can handle back-end support, but let them plan, set up, and run the event.
What? But even this time around, they've already been helping out so much. I can't let them do more next time, right?
Not at all. You know Culture Day at school, and how it's fun being able to set it all up. I think it's the same for the Ayakashi here.
Wow, what a way to put it. You see, he made a good point. If the Ayakashi can use their energy well, it doesn't matter what they do for the event. Could he be saying... Did you have me plan the event from the beginning with all of that in mind?
I don't know about that, but you learned the preparation side. Next time, you should just support the Ayakashi.
I've been dancing in his palm without realizing it. I realize situations like this happen a lot. But still, I really do like him. I know you do. Yeah, we all do. The way he laughs so spontaneously. The way he helps me and talks to me with kindness.
Yeah! Help me! Oh no, Nekomaru's stuck between the veneers. Oh, we gotta help him before the stage collapses. Let's go, Spacey.
Oh, okay. Did I just think I like him earlier? No, I mean, I like him as my senior and my boss, but not like that. I really don't know who I was making excuses to in my head, but I repeated it over and over. My face was turning red. This is all a mistake, I think. I like this. She's like, I like him. Wait, what? No, I don't. That's stupid. What? Chapter 6, day of the event. Well, we're in chapter 6 now. If we weren't before, huh? Day of the event. Learning so many things at once caused us laughter, tears, and so much more. Unfortunately, the Mitsuchi never came, but for my first time, it went great. So glad we made the event happen. As it came to an end, we finally began to tally up the results of the day. It's kind of funny because the other one, like, this is like, and the event's over. Oh, okay. The overall winner for today's event was Kikutsune with 150 points. Shiratsuki Ashire, please come receive the prize, which is a gift set featuring the latest game console.
Yeah! I hope you all witnessed my gallantry.
Shiratsuki triumphantly climbed up onto the stage. As vexing as this is, we were outmatched. Next time we're going to study fashion with such fervor that we will be champions. I don't remember Hajun's voice, but I feel like that works for him. Indeed, when we defeated the Tengu in sumo, but we have to win it all next time. You hear that, Hira? If only you put some more effort into it. It's your fault for making me the leader, Takao. Besides, I don't even want games. I'd have to not be sleeping to play them. This one's a new game console you can play in your sleep. Fuck, I want that. Look how conceited Shiro's being.
Shiro, this win didn't belong solely to you. All of Kikutsune worked very hard for this.
Shiro, everyone's talking about you.
What? No, gallantry. You all know what I meant. I shouldn't even have to deal with this since we won.
Shiratsuki, it's okay. We get it. Shiratsuki's tail slumped down a little while I gave him the grand prize trophy. Just pat him on the head. It's okay, sweetie.
Everyone, please come up on the stage. We have more prizes to give out.
The Ayakashi came up as Yakumo shouted, and shortly after, Shiratsuki, along with all the other Ayakashi, were all smiles. Yes, Shuten's the... Okay, right, Ibaragi's the blue one, right?
Spacey, can we break this up and burn it?
I'm having the Kitsune kids prepare a fire. Oh, right. We can't store that, and I was just gonna get rid of it, so...
Kitsune, go!
Leave it to us! Ow! I don't know, it was just excited kid noises. I don't know. Just be careful not to start a fire, okay? That's the whole point of starting a fire, is starting a fire. Just don't let it get out of hand. They seem rather rough, but I appreciate they can help. Just as these thoughts ran through my mind, all of the Shirdes and their assistants came toward me. Are Shuten and the others working hard for you? Oh, yes. Thank you so much. Did you all ask them to help? We had a lot of fun today. It's only natural for us to thank you.
Indeed. When you first had mentioned this event, I must admit, it seemed like quite the grand undertaking.
And I'm sorry we couldn't help prepare more. Hiro says he wants to do more next time. I don't remember saying that at all. It was fun to watch the Oni and Takao battling out there. I had a lot of fun too. Thank you, Spacey. I'm so glad. Love Coco, he's so sweet. I knew they were having fun as the event went on, but to hear them say such kind words made my eyes well up with tears of happiness. Hajun is hosting a party afterwards. Ayakashi from each region will be coming. I hope you're able to attend. Thank you so much. May I invite people from the 6th? They've all helped a ton. Of course. Tokitsugu mentioned he wasn't coming, but you can bring whoever you like. I wanted to bring Seimi. Oh. What? He said that?
He looked so happy watching you perform the ceremonial duties. I was certain he'd have liked to converse with you.
He's been really weird lately. I thought he might have just been busy helping you with the event. Maybe I was wrong. I guess even the Ayakashi have noticed that Seimi was acting differently. But maybe they're right. Seimi usually made an effort to avoid making people think he was busy. But lately he seems so overwhelmed that he can't hide it. He must be swamped. Everyone's like, he doesn't do anything. Meanwhile, he does everything. He's just really good at pretending, making sure that you don't know he's working really fucking hard. Everyone's like, he's actually working hard. Doesn't he always work hard? Yeah, but he always pretends he doesn't, so that we don't know he's working hard. But, like, now we know he's working hard, so it's like, there's some fucked up shit going on, is what we're saying. It's kind of amazing. But here I am. I don't know why Seimi's acting so desperate. He won't tell me. I'm beginning to think he doesn't want me to know, but maybe it's more than that. He doesn't want you to be ashamed! Knowing Tokitsugu, I'm sure he can handle it. I'd rather not have him venting to me later, though, so here, give him this. He gave me a bottle of sake. I don't know what he's so worked up for, but I'm sure this'll be a good break for him. It's the best sake in Sokoratani. Thank you. I'll take it to Seimi right away. My god, Akuro. Awesome wingman. Yeah, I'm done cleaning. Sorry for the wait, boss. I burned it all and had the... Haibozu? Haibozu? Haibasan? Handle the ashes? Haibozu and Haibasan. Haibasan? Handle the ashes. I can't say it in his voice. Whatever. Something like that. Thanks. Spacey, don't tell me you won't be attending either. Huh? You're the main event, Spacey. I'm sure everyone wants you to attend, I think.
I agree with Coco. Are you very busy as well?
Well, I'm not. I'm doing okay, but... You're worried about Tokitsugu, right? Can we let her go home? I want to go home, too. You're staying, Hira. As the Shirei, this is your chance to interact with citizens of all sectors. So much work.
It seems to be his usual self.
Why not come join us for a little while? Perhaps Tokitsugu would feel bad if you weren't attending because of him. He makes a good point. Akuro is someone who seems to know Seimi very well. Ah, this is so annoying. Ibaraki, Shuten, carry that Ayakashi Mori. Yes, sir! That's supposed to be both of them, but anyway. Hey! Hajun's like, no, you're coming! What? I was given no choice, as the Ayakashi carried me to the party. Don't you kind of wish sometimes when people are like, you want to go to a party? And you're like, no, really? Someone's like, fuck it! Throw you over the shoulder, just take you. And you're like, okay. I was there longer than I anticipated. We're in a new part of chapter 9. I forgot I didn't read the title. I was talking anyway. It's almost dawn in the real world. I had returned to the office to get the things I left behind and to grab Seimi's gift. Yakumo, Tokitaka, and the other event staff are still at the party. I'm sure the office is empty by now. Girl, it ain't empty. Seimi's in there. Please God, have his glasses on. During that first hour while I was at the party, I was feeling a bit worried that Seimi might be working still, but I'm sure he's gone home by now. Or at least, I hope he's at home. He was here until the morning a few nights ago. He said he fell asleep here at the office, although I don't know if he was lying or not. Oh. I finally got to the Seimi Squad office and started to feel anxious when I realized the light was still on inside. Is he sleeping? He looks like his eyes are closed. I mean, his eyes are always closed, but you know what's weird? Okay. That is like the weirdest fucking sentence to say about Sammy. Like, he looks like his eyes are closed. His eyes are always closed, but it's just, if you look at the little Sprite bubble, it's like, yeah, no, it makes fucking perfect sense. Yeah, no, he looks like his eyes are closed. His eyes are always closed. But there was just something about the look on this Sprite's face that's like, he is asleep. And it is just, I'm sorry, but that is just that weird moment of good art where like a character who never has his eyes open can actually look like his eyes are closed when they've always been closed. But it's like you did perfectly well at giving the impression that, is he sleeping? Is he napping? Because he looks like he's napping. And yet, that's what came out of my mouth. He looks like his eyes are closed. Always. But you get what I'm saying. And you look at the Sprite, you're like, yeah, no, I get it. Thinking the exact same thing, and that's fucking weird. But really good for having his facial expressions to the point where you can usually tell, oh, he looks angry. Is he concentrating? Oh, he must be sleeping. His eyes are closed. Always. And yet, totally looks like he might have nap face. Wow. Just wow. That was weird. Anyway. There he is. Sammy had papers spread across his desk. Eyes closed, he cradled his cheek in his hand. He's not reacting. Is he asleep? As I neared, I heard his quiet, steady breaths, just as they sounded when he slept in my lap. Because his face is just relaxed, you know what I mean? He doesn't have, like, nothing going on with the eyebrows, anything. He didn't even have time to go watch the event. He helped me with my prep last night for quite some time, despite being so busy himself. If he sleeps here like this, he might end up catching a cold. I'm gonna put my blanket on him. I just love how people are always like, you're gonna catch a cold because you're sleeping in the office. You're gonna catch a cold because you got wet. Do you not shower? People don't. That's not how colds work. I just don't know why it's so prevalent. It's one of the weirdest things. You're like, why? You're like, oh, he might. I mean, not catch a cold illness, but oh, he might be chilly. Because it's like in any kind of office building. You're like, why is it 20 degrees in here? There's 6 people here. Why is it 20 degrees? We don't need the AC on full blast. Jesus Christ, I'm gonna die. So I get it, like, he might freeze to death if I don't put a blanket on him because it is like the Arctic tundra in here. But, like, you're not going to catch a cold that way. You might catch COVID because apparently, oh my god. Apparently everybody on my floor is getting sick and I'm awesome! That's just what I want! Make me go back to work and get me COVID. Great, thanks. Fucking people. Anyway. I took the blanket on my chair and I slowly walked up to Sammy. Huh. I noticed the writing, Destruction, Curse, Odama Crystal, and Barrier. By those, I could read Onmyoji's spells. This memo, this is Sammy's writing. Was he copying things from manuscripts? There were tons of sticky notes placed on massive amounts of files. Sammy had a mountain of materials spread out on his desk. Okay, I really hope he's not, like, trying to destroy Sakuratani, because that would just be fucked up. You can't do that, our boyfriends are here! And our friends, and our boyfriends' boyfriends, and their friend, like, and our girlfriends. Like, we have too many people here that mean too much to us. You know what I mean? But, like, the drama music, and then after everything, are we supposed to, like, be suspicious of him? Because, like, the music, you're like, whoa, music, why are you getting sus? Drama. Like, wait. Like, I trust Sammy, but the game is trying to make me feel like I shouldn't? I don't know. Anyway, he had a mountain of materials spread out on his desk. Do we get a CG or are we fading away? Oh, no, flashback. I can't believe Sakuratani's so unstable because Togitsugu Simi cursed it. Wow, I can't read today. You know what I'm saying. I guess it happens to the big dogs. He probably gets himself caught up in spells we can't even think of. I think I switched their voices, but whatever, it doesn't matter. I don't think they were exactly right to begin with, but... Look, they're random assholes. We don't care. It's asshole A and asshole B. Ugh. Why are those rumors from before coming to my mind now? Because the game wants us to think we shouldn't trust Sammy. As I took a step back, I tried so hard not to make any noise. But, of course, I messed up. Because there's going to come a point where we're probably going to have to choose. Although there's been no choices in this chapter, which I find interesting. And it'll be like, trust him, don't trust him, and we don't trust him. And then it's going to be like, we break his heart. Because, I mean, hello. Come on. You can't tell me I'm supposed to fall in love. I mean, okay. I know, well... Maybe, because they put us in Shu's route, and Shu was like, I'm gonna take over the world! And then he was like, wait, I have to kill my friend? Yeah, no, maybe we shouldn't do that. Okay, cool. And then it was just over with, so... You know what I mean? They set him up to be like, ooh, he's got, like, the evil route, but it really didn't go anywhere. Again, short game, wasn't ever going to, but... So, like, I mean, they could do that with Sammy. Like, we're in love with you and you're evil? I mean, he does have his eyes closed all the time, so that would totally make sense. What am I even thinking? Like, maybe that's what it is. Like, are they trying to make me not trust Oh, wait, he has his eyes closed, so... Therefore... Yeah, no, okay, sure. I don't know. I don't know what to think anymore, game. Is he, like, really nice and I'm supposed to not trust him, but then it's like, oh, you were wrong. You fell for that. He's totally trustworthy. Ha ha. Bamboozled you. Or are you going to be like, ah, no, he really is a shady son of a bitch and is trying to kill everybody because, I mean, eyes closed, so makes perfect sense. I don't really know anymore. Whatever. Sammy, whatever you're doing, I'm behind you 100%, even if it's wrong. Because, you know, I love you, so whatever. Takes too much effort to argue about it.
Spacey.
Oh. Sammy opened his eyes right away and stared at me, except for the fact that he never opens his eyes, so. But see? Totally looks awake right now. Even with his eyes closed. The questions were written on my face, along with the new doubts that he might be here trying to harm Sakuratani. I mean, I don't think he really is, but at the same time, you did draw a character with their eyes closed, and that is just 130% suspicious. So, like... And then I'm wondering if they did that on purpose. They're like, oh, well, we're going to make his eyes closed so that, like, when we get to this point, you're like, oh! And then you don't trust him, and then it was like, ha-ha! You know... Like, there's always a character that looks sweet and innocent and then stabs you. They're usually the ones with the eyes closed, though. So, like, I don't know what you're going for, game. Are you trying to bamboozle me with a bamboo? Like, I don't...
What are you doing here? Don't tell me you're still cleaning.
I was at the Ayakashi's after party, but forget that for now. What's all this stuff? Sammy, what are you doing? I've been wanting to ask him this whole time. Like, look at his face, though. He looks so sweet and innocent. Like... Even though you have eyes closed, which is, like, as suspicious gets, I still trust you. Which is just weird. Wait, did I not read that whole line? Hold on. Oh, I've been wanting to ask him this whole time. I never thought I'd ask him, though, not with so much doubt in my heart. Yeah, girl, don't doubt him. Keep calm and trust Sammy, even though he has his eyes closed, and you probably shouldn't trust him, because Lord knows every single character that we've ever come across that had their eyes closed is some kind of shady motherfucker. He's also really close to the chief, and the chief is, like, the queen of the shady bitches. But that's also why we love him. So... I guess just keep calm and trust Amy? Sure. That's easier than... That would be a long shirt to wear with all that other, like, footnote on it, but, you know.
What do you mean? That's my research. In order to maintain Sakuratani's equilibrium, the Ayakashi Mori must continue to work and study hard. Well, I'm all done for tonight, though.
Sammy's tone was familiar and light, and he put away the materials from his desk. Although, that is suspicious too, because, like, you know, if it was like a good character, you'd be like, "What? It's just my research," and they'd be trying to hide it, and he's like, "Oh, anyway, peace out," and you're like, "You're too calm about this." So I feel like you're really good at being shady. You could just be like, oh, it's just my research because I'm trying to figure out how to keep the barriers in place. And you're like, makes total sense. But because you said it so calmly, I'm now suspicious. He did what he always does. It looked normal. Maybe there's nothing wrong here and I'm just misunderstanding everything. Which I think is funny that the game does this because, like, I mean... Sammy's given us no reason not to trust him, aside from having closed eyes, and we know. I'm sorry. Fool me 3 times, game. Jesus, you can't. Okay. I have been fooled twice, because I forgot the second time, and I was like, oh, wait a minute! Wait a minute! Shit. Should have seen that coming. So, like, 3rd time, okay? Suspicions are raised, right? Hackles are up. We're getting ready to go. But, I do feel like the only thing he's ever given her any reason to be suspicious about is those two people like, oh my god, Sammy cursed us. What a dick! And now she's like, oh, they're right. Why would you trust these motherfuckers? Why would you trust those chuckle fucks and not Sammy? You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. But then you're like, but he does have his eyes closed. So, I mean, like, legit, I don't... It could go either way. Still, I'm going to be like, Sammy, why? I knew this was going to happen, but I still trusted you. You know. I made the choice. I made the choice to trust you, even though you're probably going to try to stab me or some shit. That's going to be the bad ending. And the good ending will be like, I can't stab you because I love you. Yay! Even though I made absolutely no choices in your route, so that doesn't make any sense. Wait a minute. Huh. Anyway. But Sammy is... Don't ask anything. Ask in detail. Oh, we made this is the first choice. Oh, God. Are we going to have to save here? Hold on. I would ask in detail. And we ask in detail. And we don't have to save. So, okay. Ask in detail. Sorry, but I already looked. Sammy, what you had written down were Onmyoji curses and chants, right? Do you need those things to keep Sakuratani in balance? Oh. In secret.
Did I give you the wrong impression? That's nothing you should be worried about. And don't tell anyone about this, okay? Especially Tokataka.
What?
And the fact that you're looking at me like this. If Tokataka hears about this, he'll flip. We finally made up a little bit. I don't want to lose his trust again. So, please.
Sammy left the office without saying anything else. You're like, that is, like, not just, hey, don't tell my bro. I'm gonna need a little more from you than that. Excuse me? Okay, but you didn't take... I'm gonna go to the chief. But then again, the chief did have that suspicious file of us, and we walked in and he was like, ugh! I wasn't looking at a secret file of you. I mean, he technically our boss's boss. So, like... Or is he our direct boss? Because, like, Sammy's our superior, but is he, like, our boss? And then... Like, I don't know. But anyway, he's basically like boss level. So, I mean, it makes sense he would have a file. I don't know why they pointed that out, but I feel like if they pointed it out, it's got to mean something. So, you know. Oh. I was left alone, holding the blanket I meant to put on Sammy's shoulders in one hand and Akuro's bottle of sake in the other. Sounds like a Friday night. Like, I got sake and a blanket. All right. Just go home with it. I didn't manage to give him either one. I put the sake on Sammy's desk, returned the blanket to my own, and sat down. Those words Sammy just said, was I really just supposed to accept that? I want to believe Sammy. If it's the Sammy I know, I'm certain he would never put Sakuratani to danger. That much I can say for sure. But Sammy stopped me to tell me that I can't tell anyone, not even Tokataka. If this is a misunderstanding, he should be able to explain himself. He didn't. I like how they want you to doubt him. But then I doubt that I should doubt him. But then I'm like, well, maybe I'm supposed to doubt him. It said that the cause of the imbalance in Sakuratani was because of the Sammy family. Maybe Sammy knows that. Tokitaka's like, I don't want to tell him. And Sammy's like, I know. And maybe he's researching the curses, or like what kind of curse could possibly have been. And that's why he's researching those curses. You know what I mean? Maybe he's not researching curses to put on Sakuratani. He's researching curses that could have been put on Sakuratani. So we can try to figure out if there was one that was put on, which one was it? You know what I mean? You gotta know your enemies sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, if our family cursed Sakuratani, I should research curses to try to figure out, so maybe I can go. You know what I mean? Like... A doctor researching illnesses to try to figure out an illness that you have does not mean they're trying to give you an illness. They're like, I have a book on illness. You're like, you're trying to give me smallpox. And they're like, I'm researching smallpox to see if that's what you have. Wait, what? You know what I'm saying? Know your enemy, man. Just saying. And we're not trusting Sammy. And we have the shirt, remember, with all the footnotes. And it just goes on to the back. And it's just a very long shirt. It's just one of those shirts where the entire thing is it's like just a bunch of words, and it would take 3 days to read it all. So, anyway. It's clearly one of the secrets that Tokataka revealed to me that's making me feel this way. Why did Sami's ancestors choose to make Sakuratani unstable? There must have been a reason. Is Sami trying to follow their path? Again, well, I don't want to think about this. This is no different than those Aikashi Mori enjoying their stupid gossip. If only Sami would actually talk. I may be able to believe him then. Why did he cut me off like that? Why did he walk away from me? It just wasn't enough. I wish he could have just said he didn't want to tell me. I know it's not in his character to say something like that, though. I'm wondering, though, if he's, like, thinking and he's trying to research this and he thinks because his family did it, it's his response. Like, he's telling us to not rumors spread. Rumor spreads. Anyway, I'm wondering, you know what I mean? He's like, don't put everything on yourself. Ask people for help. You know what I mean? He's telling us to do what he can't do. You know what I mean? He's like, okay, my family did this curse, so I got to research all the curses and I've got to fix it instead of relying on other people to help. Because he's like, it's my mess. It's my family thing. I got to do it. And then you're like, but didn't you tell me not to just do everything by myself and to rely on people to help me? He's like, yeah. For you, do as I say, not as I do, stupid. But you know what I mean? And it's going to be like, Sami, and we're going to have to smack him upside the face and be like, are you an idiot? You told me to, like, not do the whole event myself and to rely on other people and have let other people help me and blah, blah, blah. And you're doing the exact same fucking thing you told me not to do. Dumb ass. He's going to be like, yeah, you know what I mean? I feel like that's exactly what's happening here. Or I'm completely wrong and he's a shady son of a bitch and he's trying to curse the Sakuratani. I doubt it, though. I kind of feel like he knows. Maybe he heard Tokataka talking, or he already knew, you know what I mean? Because, like, again, his Shikigami is the eyes everywhere, so, like, you don't think he was like, could you talk to my brother? And then he's like, follow them and spy. You know what I mean? And then he's, like, eavesdropping in. Plus, he magically just fucking appears everywhere, so, like, that motherfucker knows where shit's going down. He knows what those people are saying, like, he doesn't want to tell us because he doesn't want to burden us. And maybe, this is just me hoping, okay? This is my hope. He's like, I love you, Spacey. I can't let you, I can't let you get involved in this because I might have to sacrifice myself. And if I tell you I love you, it would hurt you when I die. And he's trying to, like, keep us at arm's length. I'm just saying. That's over dramatic and stupid. Let everybody help. God, idiot. Like, you know. I mean, it just sounds legit, right? Because you're like, we've been there, like, 300 times before in books, TV shows, anime, games, it's tropey enough that it makes fucking logical sense, right? So I took a day off. The next day at work,
Good morning, Spacey.
good morning. I said my greetings as usual, but I wasn't sure if I sounded normal.
Morning. Aren't you glad that the event was such a huge success? Yakumo said it was all anyone talked about when he was on patrol yesterday.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it. You stayed with Yakumo at Makatsui after I went home, right?
Yeah, they wouldn't let me go home. I stayed up all night, but I was able to sleep for a few hours before work started. You yawned as soon as you walked in. As your big brother, I'm happy to see you mingling with everyone in Sakuratani. Oh, whatever. Hey, Akuro told me a lot of stories about you. All of them were insanely funny. Well, that doesn't sound good. I guess I'm free to share Akuro's most embarrassing story then.
Whips my chair over. Shh. I'm sorry, I'm gonna need to hear this. I'm mad at you, a little, but I'm interested in the story, so please continue.
You have embarrassing stories of him? I'd be interested in hearing those.
If I hadn't encountered such a scene before, I'm sure I'd be enjoying this conversation.
Ugh, I'd indulge ya, but the archive department's calling me. I gotta head out. Again? Is there not a single document you haven't already had your eyes on? The Ayakashi do have a very long history, and there's always something else to learn. Spacey, hold down the fort, alright? You're going on patrol with Tokataka, yes?
Oh, okay. I'm sure Sami already realizes that my attitude has been a bit awkward in the 5 minutes I've been here. But Sami didn't really acknowledge it, and he wasn't trying to keep me away from Tokataka, despite what he told me back at the office. I guess that means he trusts me. More like I would tell Tokataka about it anyway. This was something that Tokataka was willing to sacrifice his lifelong dreams of being an Ayakashimori for. He carried a lot of guilt. I'm sure he'd be in shock at the mere possibility of Seimi making the moves he was making. Even if it was a misunderstanding, it would be a big deal. Until I know for sure, I need to stay quiet. At very moment, the office door flung open, followed by a huge bang. You guys, listen up! Ugh, I'm so mad right now! Yakumo couldn't hide his anger as he stormed in. He's usually so peaceful, so it was very jarring to see him in this state. What's the matter? Did something happen? This makes no sense at all, but there's a really dumb rumor going around about the Ayakashimori. They're saying Tokatsuka's a descendant of an Amioji who caused Sakuratani to go unstable, and even now he's cursing Sakuratani. So, like, someone heard Tokitaka talking. Tokitaka talking is the weirdest fucking sentence to say. There's too much alliteration. I first heard the rumor some time ago. I used to ignore it, thinking it just came from juniors who wanted to talk crap on Tokatsugu. But today, someone the same year and rank as me said it, and he fully believed it. Screw them! He asked if I was going to stop you. Ugh! Tokataka fell silent and was looking pale. I also didn't know how to react to this and couldn't find the words. I mean, okay, so it's true that someone in the Seimi family did the cursing. So that part's true. But then they're like, Seimi's continuing the curse! Again, I still feel like he's researching curses to try to figure out which one it was. So that, like, because again, if you know what the curse is, you might know what the counter curse is. You know what I mean? You're like, I can't fix it if I don't know what's broken. You have to find what's broken first. So, but it does make him look suspicious, and we're all like, anyway. Huh? What? You two don't believe it, do you? It's bull. I mean, if it's Tokatsugu, he wouldn't have to spend time looking stuff up. I'm sure he could destroy Sakuratani with ease. Yakumo, you probably shouldn't say that. What do you mean looking stuff up? Oh, well, Tokatsugu's been locking himself up in the documents room, right? They say he's not looking up ways to make Sakuratani stable, but looking up ways to continue his family's legacy and destroy it. And we're going to think about all the curses on the paper that we found. This is just a huge misunderstanding.
What do you mean? It's my research. Did I give you the wrong impression? That's nothing you should be worried about.
Us not having faith in him is going to break his fucking heart, Spacey. I will slap you. Seimi, I could feel my heartbeat getting louder. Have other people seen Seimi engage in his research, and have they started making the same assumptions as me? Or have I just witnessed something that solidifies the rumors completely? I can't tell. I mean, I understand you being like, whoa, wait a minute, I don't know what to think. You know what I mean? Because you can't always have blind faith. You know what I mean? We can, because we're playing a game. And like, but in the real world, you'd be like, shit, though. I mean, on one hand, keep calm, trust Seimi. On the other hand, does look suspicious. You know? It's just the way it is. It's never like 100%. Always trust him. It's like, I can kind of see both sides. It's honestly such a stupid rumor. Tokatsugu might be a little rough around the edges, but the Seimi squad has to believe him. You know what, Yakumo? I love you, because you just blindly are like, fuck that bullshit, and we're like, but I mean, is it? Girl. We have seen Seimi with his eyes open in the sexiest sprite I've ever fucking seen in this game, and then we have seen him with glasses on. I'm gonna need you to shut up, stop doubting him, and get on the Yakumo train, okay? Woo, woo! Yakumo's on the right track. Let's keep calm and trust Seimi. Girl, don't even. But we gotta have some kind of drama, so. Yakumo... Ugh, God, this makes me so mad! I have to go talk to those peers of mine and just tell them it's not true! Little fucking puppet Yakumo's gonna go punch somebody. I love this. Yakumo turned around and swung the door open with all his might, storming right out of the office. I love angry Yakumo. It's adorable. And this is all my fault. The moment we became alone, his hardened face finally let out the words in a barely audible voice. What? The moment we became alone. That was the most awkward fucking way of saying the moment we were alone, but... Because that was like a literal translation, and that's not how it... When I went to the real world the other day, I was so frustrated at the situation. I muttered that my ancestors were destroying Sakuratani. Another agent was passing by me as I did. He was irresponsible. I started to panic, but he didn't seem to hear it, so I felt relieved. But if the rumors are spreading around so much, maybe someone else might have overheard. And if so, that person clearly had something out for my brother. Tokitaka, you better not have started this rumor and be trying to, like, throw Seimi under the bus. Because I will be so mad at you. Because everybody in a Sprite in this game has been such a good boy. You can't be bad boy! And my bird's like, what? Bad boy? I'm not bad boy. No, you're a good boy. You just nap it. I think you're back there. I can barely feel him. Did you leave? Tokitaka gulped after he said that, as if he were enduring something. I'm gonna tell my brother everything. If my brother discovers our secret like this, I don't think I'd ever be able to face him again. It might already be too late. Tokitaka, may I go with you? What? There's something that I really need to ask Seimi, so... I understand. Tokitaka nodded deeply. I felt the same as Yakumo. No matter what came forward, there's no way Seimi would try to destroy Sakuratani. There was just one thing that I wanted to ask of him. Why are you researching curses? Thoughts?
Thank you. You've been working so much lately. I'm sorry about that.
No worries. It's our job to give the Ayakashimori the documents they request. Besides, I get a kick out of finding this stuff. I like how it's like archive department dash, and then it just falls off the screen because there's not enough room. Hey, is everything okay? There have been some rumors going around. Listen, I get it. You just keep researching that dangerous magic. Hey, I didn't tell anyone anything, alright?
Yeah, I know. I'm not too worried.
Oh, we're in Seimi's perspective.
After leaving archives and returning to the office, he could have checked the...
Oh, okay, no, we're not reading, we're just narrator. After leaving archives and returning to the office, he could have checked the contents of the documents he'd taken, but considering the circumstances, he couldn't, as much as he wanted to.
Maybe I'm rushing this.
That guy really is an archives expert. Oh, and then it was like, now we're in Seimi's perspective. Wait a minute, that's... Okay, anyway.
That guy really is an archives expert. Just as I requested, he sifted through the piles of documents and found what I needed. Steps to intervene with the core of Sakuratani. The moment I saw the complicated spell.
Seimi?
Oh.
I called out toward Seimi's back, hearing him smiling through his reply.
Oh, what's going on?
He casually tucked away the document he held in his hand. If I didn't know what was going on, I wouldn't have thought twice about him hiding it, and neither would anyone else. But before we can confirm the rumors with him... Brother, I'm sorry! Tokitaka took a step forward, bowing deeply toward Seimi.
Huh? About what?
I've been hiding something from you, and I need to apologize about it.
Huh?
Seimi's like, the fuck is happening? Seimi approached Tokitaka, who was looking down, gently placing a hand on his shoulders.
Yeah, it's okay. Just take a breath and take it slow. We can talk about it back at the office.
Okay. Yeah, in the hallway's not a good place to talk about private shit. I'm just saying. We returned to the office, sat down, and Tokitaka started to talk. Tokitaka started to talk! Thank God started was in there. Tokitaka to talk. He told Seimi what he told me back under the Fujizakura tree. I entered the cellar out of curiosity. That's where I found the ancient manuscript that had Sakuratani written on it.
You're talking about the cause of the imbalance in Sakuratani.
Oh,
you're talking about the cause of the imbalance in Sakuratani was because of the Seimi family.
What? Told you he knew about it. He should have known the contents of what should have only been known to Tokitaka and me. We looked at one another stunned. I mean, I'm just saying. Like, don't you think maybe his father might have been like, you're going to be the head of the family someday, so, like, maybe you should know this. Also, since you work here, you should know this. Or Seimi's like, oh, yeah, you said that to him. I mean, I'm just saying that's exactly what I thought. He's researching the curses because he knows there's a curse and he knows his family did it. Like, I just feel like he knew. And, yeah, not surprised. Again, Seimi also fucking knows everything, so I'm not surprised. What? How do you know about that?
You need to tell me something first. Is this why you didn't join the 6th?
Seimi's tone was calm. Tokitaka thought on his words for a moment and gave a small nod. Yeah, I mean, how am I supposed to face the Ayakashi? I just didn't know how I could. Seimi's like, I fucking do it. More than anything, I didn't want you to know because you loved your job as an Ayakashi Mori. I considered joining the Six to find some way to help Sakuratani, but I knew you would have figured me out eventually. Sammy's like, what the fuck do you think I've been doing for like 5 years? Jesus. Idiots.
Well, you got that right. I probably would have figured out what you were stressing out about sooner or later. Now I understand why you didn't want to join the Sixth. I feel better knowing now.
Oh, that's good. Wait, that's not important. How do you know about what was written in the ancient manuscript?
Oh, because I snuck in too.
I mean, not surprising. I mean, he's like, I can't tell my brother. I was like, he probably already knows. Like, I just feel like Sammy knowing makes so much more sense. What? Again, I don't know why we're surprised. We should have been like, you know what, that makes sense. I understand, like, assuming, like, oh my god, he doesn't know. And then when you tell him and he's like, yeah, I know, I snuck in too. And you're like, you know, that makes sense. And I don't know why we didn't assume that. Why did we assume you didn't know? You know everything. Literally, Sammy knows everything. I don't think anything surprises him. Until we tell him we love him, then I don't know if he's going to be surprised. I kind of hope he's surprised about that. Something needs to surprise this man. Just saying.
I wanted information on Sakuratani. I tried asking Father, but he told me. That intel is for the head of the Sammy house. So naturally, the suspicious seller is something passed down to each Sammy family head.
Sammy stated this in such a matter-of-fact way that Tokitaka and I were dumbfounded. I'm not surprised that this son of a bitch did this. I mean, Tokitaka did it, and he seems like a good boy, and Sammy just seems like, yeah, nope, suspicious motherfucker would absolutely do it.
I knew it held a bunch of ancient manuscripts. Even without Father's hint, I would have looked around there eventually.
So, what do you mean? You always said it's only for the head.
Sure, but you went in too. It was gonna be mine eventually, wasn't it? I just happened to take an early peek.
I kind of feel like it's better than waiting till, like, Sammy retires and his dad dies and then be like, oh, by the way, here's your burden now. You probably should have told him. You know what I mean? Because I feel like, okay, Sammy's father probably got, so when his dad died, he was like, oh, by the way, oh, I got this magic cellar. And then was like, what the fuck? I worked there and now you're telling me this? Shit. Well, my son works there, better not tell him. Like, what the fuck? Don't you think somebody in this line would have been like, I feel like maybe... Honey, let me ask you a question, sweetie. Our son, now I know this secret, but our son works as an Ayakashi Morty in Sakuratani, and, like, our family's the reason why it's unstable. Do you think maybe we should tell... No, just wait till I'm dead and he... Sure, sounds great. Like, no, but you know what it is? They didn't ask their wives, because their wives would have been like, excuse me, you're gonna let my son go in? No, you tell that motherfucker so he can fix this shit. And you get back to work. You don't get to retire. You gotta go fix this shit that your great-great-great-great-grandfather fucked up. The hell are you doing letting my kid go in there like this? What kind of mother? I don't even like kids, and I'm like, nah, ain't no mother gonna let their kid take that kind of bullshit. Be like, you tell your goddamn son, and you help him fix it. Sure, you might not be able to, but you know what? You don't just get to sit there in your fucking retirement and be like, well, I know this is a burden that I have, but, like, no. What the fuck? Like, I could understand if, like, as soon as he, like, Sammy started working here, he's like, okay, now that you've worked here and you've got a good rapport, I need to tell you a secret. By the way, we're the reason it's falling apart. To keep that on your shoulders, and, like, maybe don't tell Tokitaka because he's not the head of the family, but you don't just wait until you're dead. Like... That is such a cop-out. You're like, I'm just not gonna tell anyone till I'm dead. Then my son will figure it out, and then it's his problem. Like, what a bunch of assholes. Sammy, your family kind of sucks. Like, I mean, they curse Sakuratani, so one, they suck, and then two, they're just like, let's just not tell the next generation until I'm dead, and then I don't have to deal with, it's like, not my problem anymore. Like, the fuck? Oh my god, what the hell? Anyway. Anyway. What? But I can't believe my own brother would do that! Really? Because I can. It seems like a very samey thing to do.
Oh, well, hey, curiosity gets the best of us. There's no reason at all to feel bad about it.
You're just teasing me at this point. Sammy, the warmth in his familiar teasing turned Tokitaka's glum expression into something more lively, thankfully. So you read the whole manuscript. How is it that the Sammy family, our family, caused Sakuratani to go out of balance?
I haven't figured it all out, but I get the gist. Our family framed and murdered the Onmyoji who were part of the originator's bloodline.
Oh, that makes it even hotter that I might be part of the originator's bloodline, and this is like a fucking, like, Romeo and Juliet situation. Like, your family killed my family, but I love you anyway, Sammy. I mean, it's been like hundreds of years, so, like, who gives a fuck at this point? But it's still kind of interesting. What?
No.
With the original bloodline dying off, the ritual was no longer able to be performed, and Sakura Tani became unstable. Unless they were like, I killed them because that motherfucker cheated on— Oh, did I just fuck everything up? Shit. It could have been like that. Like, accidental. You know what I mean? Like, we killed them in a raid. Oh, fuck. I did not think about that. You know what I mean? Consequences. Never in a million years would I have imagined that Samy's very family were the cause of that. Samy's family's at fault for this. I mean, yeah.
Our ancestors were jealous that the lineage of the originator took control of Sakura Tani, despite not being as talented as our family.
And I'm not as talented as him. I'm just saying. Also, I mean, it makes sense if we're the special.
The family felt justified in taking over, but they could never complete the ritual. They eventually lied about being able to do it.
So, how was it that our family was able to be part of the special agency? With crimes like ours, I would have imagined the family would be exiled.
You have wars to thank for that. Well, that's what I imagine, anyway. Most of the records of the real world and the realm of the dead were destroyed. In the end, only the Sammy family records held the truth.
Sammy began staring at the floor with a morose look in his eyes.
They must have felt bad for what they did. Thanks to that, I don't resent being born.
Brother.
Besides, I love my job as an Ayakashimori. I didn't want to just waste this truth that I've uncovered. Luckily, with a little more research, I found a clue about how to save Sakura Tani. It has to do with our family's original magic.
Original magic? What's that? We're gonna go over because I talked a lot and we're not done with this part, so it's fine.
Our ancestors weren't conceited, and they really were the best. The manuscripts in the cellar had records of very refined magic. In the hands of the right practitioner, I'm sure we could see the results far greater than the magic we're currently using. I wanted to use that as a starting point and try to reproduce the originator's spells.
Oh, so you've been researching magic and Sakura Tani wearing yourself out because you're trying to protect it all on your own, right? What did I say? Hello? Exactly. Slap him! You told me not to do that, you idiot!
I don't take too kindly to the part where you think I'm wearing myself out. But sure, that's it. Did you think I was going to make the same mistake as my ancestors?
Oh. This means Sammy was already well aware of the rumors going around. Sammy is trying to destroy Sakura Tani. He's an elite, he's too strong. Maybe you could take it as a form of a compliment, but this is still so incredibly personal. I want to sigh at how grand his feelings are. I guess I spoke my mind. Right. To be quite honest, I was beginning to get suspicious of you. You never open up about anything. You also don't open your eyes, which is really suspicious. I mean, like, it's all the suspicious. I knew you were researching something, but it's not that you don't depend on people. It's that you just can't bring yourself to. I never intended to ask you something so stupid like if you planned on destroying Sakura Tani. I want to know why you didn't ask for help. Are we really that unreliable to you?
Stacey.
I was so sad and frustrated all at once that I pushed all my emotions right onto him. I felt so useless as the silence hung in the air. He's like, this is where you kiss me, Sammy, and admit that you just didn't want me to get hurt because you love me. Wouldn't that be beautiful? Yeah, you're right, Spacey. Brother, you always kept everything to yourself. Why don't you ever talk to me? I could have been here helping you with this so long ago. He's like, wait, though. Okay, Tokataka, though, you also were hiding shit, so I'm just... You have less of a leg to stand on than I do. Still, valid, but also, like, I mean, just watch it with your stones in your glass house over there. That's why the others got the wrong idea of you. It's my fault things ended up this way, so I know I have no place to say it, but still, it hurts. Okay, smart guy. Okay, he figured it out. Okay, we're fine.
Although you were right. I guess I have too bad a habit of always trying to resolve everything on my own.
Sammy sighed. He seemed lost, and it saddened me. When I looked up, There he was, pulling on my cheeks like last time. I love the fact that he's just always poking me in the face. I don't know why. It's like, stop it, but don't actually stop.
I mean, I wouldn't think you were. I wouldn't think you were a lot cooler if you could do everything alone.
I mean, wouldn't you?
Oh, I mean, wouldn't you think you were a lot cooler if you could do everything alone? I've always worked so hard with that in mind. But for you and Tokataka to give me faces like these doesn't feel great.
What? Go of me?
Yeah,
This isn't the time for that, brother. Tokataka's like, are you flirting? This is weird. I love the look on his face. Yeah, this isn't the time for that, brother. You shouldn't be doing that right now.
Of course. Right, I didn't mean to. I really do feel so bad, from the bottom of my heart, that you both felt so sad about this.
His fingers finally left my face. I love the fact that Tokataka's like, stop flirting with her. And we're like, why does he do that? And Tokataka's like, seriously, girl, are you okay? A mild stinging was left on my cheek, and signs of regret were on Sami's. He regrets having to stop touching me. I regret him having to stop touching me.
Oh, and for me, I never really cared what anyone else thought of me. I did what I had to do, but I know now how troublesome a story could be if it spread too far.
We're gonna help you from now on. I'll try to figure out ways to keep the rumors from spreading more than they have. I'm just gonna send Yakumo out after him. So how you gonna do that? I'm gonna send Yakumo. Because he looked pretty pissed, and I think he punched a couple people. It's kind of worth it. I'm gonna put my dog Yakumo on a leash and just let him go ham. Spacey's right. Yakumo believes in you so much, he's confronted his colleague who was talking about you.
Tanashi did that. Uh-oh. I'm worried about you. He's weak. He won't do so well in a fight.
That's not the point. Sami would want to make fun of this. Sami would want to make fun in the situation. I can understand why. He wants to lighten the mood. I get it, but now wasn't the time, so I cut Sami off to Tokataka's amusement. Tokataka? I'm sorry. You're just such a perfect subordinate to my brother, Spacey. I thought you were going to say perfect couple, but like, sure, okay. As long as she's here, no way you'd go astray.
Why are you talking as if I'd go rogue? Alright, I get it. I'm happy about Tadashi. I'm touched.
Yes, that'll do.
Hey, stop laughing. Can we get back to being serious?
You're the one who wasn't being serious. He might not look it, but I think he's just shy. Whenever someone compliments him or tells him they care about him, he gets uncomfortable, which is why when we tell him we love him, he's gonna be like, wait, what? That's gonna be the we can unnerve him that way! Because he seems to know everything, and he's always got to answer for... That'll be the moment. It's gonna be great.
I told you about the ancient magic, right? In order to be able to use it, we need as many elite Onmyojian practitioners as possible. Spacey and Tadashi, of course, but Tokataka, we could really use your help. If telling me everything was able to soften things up for you, I'd like to officially invite you to become a 6th agent. Please.
I see. This is why you were so persistent in trying to get me to join the 6th. We should have stopped like a couple lines ago where it was like, all right, even though it didn't fade out, but I did not think the scene was going to go this long, but anyway.
Persistence is irrelevant. I just want us to be able to perform the magic needed to fix Sakuratani.
Sami nodded and he looked at Tokataka square in the face.
Remember how I said my stress was only something I could talk about with the 6th agents? You can't work in Division 1 part-time, and if you get involved with the case without being a 6th agent, people would talk. But if I managed to tell you about the situation, I knew you'd feel guilty about our ancestors and force yourself to transfer to the 6th. I was worried about that. Unlike me, you're pure.
What the hell? You're so much worse! I was worried you'd try and go and fix our family's mistakes all by yourself. That's why I wanted to hide all this from you.
Hey, sorry. I have a meeting with Chief Tokiwa. I really need to get going, okay?
What? Hey, I'm not done talking to you!
I know. I appreciate it. Okay, Spacey, you handle the rest.
Before we knew it, Sami left the office. What the fuck just happened? I feel like everything in Sami's route is what the fuck just happened. Ah, God! My brother never changes! Yep, that was a total Sami move. I couldn't help but laugh to myself at Tokataka's pouting. I honestly began to feel so much relief. Tokataka, isn't it nice to feel so much lighter? I smiled. Tokataka nodded and smiled back at me. Yeah, who would have thought he knew? He never let on that he had that information. He's good at keeping secrets, but he must have been getting tired. People could tell. I'm sure it was really hard on him to keep it up. You've got a point. We laughed for a moment until the gravity of the situation ushered in a small silence. So what are you going to do? Will you stay with the 6th or go back to Division 1? I haven't decided. But as long as I'm here helping out, I'll be doing whatever I can to help. Also, Spacey, I'm sorry. I know you had to hide things from my brother because of me. Hey, don't worry about it. I was the one who suggested it. This one too? Nothing. That didn't make sense. This one? Oh, dear God. I thought that was going to be the end, but we're having a flashback now anyway. But it's okay. I won't force it, all right? I want you to know that I'm always here to listen if that would ever be helpful to you. Okay, just please don't tell my brother. You were working late, right? Is there anything else I can help you with? Or is there anything I can help you?
I can actually use a favor.
Come to think of it, I've been keeping secrets for both Seimi and Tokataka. But I'm sure Seimi would have never apologized to me for making me keep a secret. Tokataka's kindness is lovely, but I've gotten quite used to my sketchy boss. Thinking about their differences makes me giggle. Her sketchy, right? Shady. But man, I never thought I'd see the day my brother referred to me as an elite Onmyoji. He's blushing, that's cute. Oh, I mean, compared to him, I still have so much to learn. I was just surprised to hear that compliment. What? But Seimi always talks about you like that. He's always saying how good you are at your job and what a good person you are. What? Wow, even his brother seems to have the wrong idea about him. Seimi's a strong, amazing person. I know that's true, and still, he's dodgy. I always worry about him. Remembering how much of a good mood Seimi looked like he was in as he left the room, I chuckled a little more. Okay, hopefully this is like the end scene, or we just have to end here regardless of what it is. Okay, good. Now the bouncy ball. And now we're back to, okay, we're going to stop here because, like, it's 12 minutes over. I did a lot of rambling, which is why the part went on. So you know what? You get a little bonus for listening to me talk so much. But you always have to listen to me talk. Anyway, that's how we do it here. That's how we do it here. Well, anyway. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.